Hey 5th grade, so we're going to make a Zentangle today all together, and there are just a few things you need before you get started. So I will come around and pass out markers to you all, but you will also need a types of patterns sheet. This paper worksheet just has a whole bunch of different examples of patterns if you're feeling lost about what to do. We'll come back to this in just a minute. But just to start out your Zentangle, I'm going to give you all an opportunity to pick your color. Once you pick your color and once you have all of your materials, you are going to draw 5 to 7 lines across your paper, making sure to connect one side to another. I'll show you what that means. So if I'm starting, I can pick any type of line I want to, but I'm making sure I connect from this side to another side. It doesn't matter which other side. It also doesn't matter what kind of line you choose. So right here, this was my curly Q line, but my next line will be a nice zigzag. Again, from one side to the next. Doesn't matter where, it just needs to connect. That is line number 2. So I'm gonna move on to line number 3, and I'm gonna do a dotted line. Again, making sure it connects. My 4th line will be a straight line. Well, with a little curve. My 5th one is going to be another curly. And let's see. I have 1, 2, 3. Let's just do one more for good measure. I'm going to do a nice straight line down here at the bottom. So your Zentangle will look like something like this at the very beginning. Now, it is your job to take each of these new shapes created, each of these new sections, and fill in with a different pattern. That's how you're actually going to create the Zentangle look and how we're going to use this for our final project. So I'll show you what it's going to look like when we finish up. So to get from here to something like this, you're just going to go section by section, filling in with different patterns and different colors of markers. Let me show you how this is going to be done. Once you finish up and it looks something like this, you've taken your time to use excellent craftsmanship, fill in each of your different sections with a different pattern. I do want you to think about creating areas of light and dark, which is contrast in your work. Notice how some of these are filled in and some are not. This is up to you whether you want to push yourself to create a more complex work. And if you have the time, I say go for it. So how I can create areas of darker color would just be to pick sections to fill in. So right here, I'm gonna add a little more color to this section, just to make it a little more interesting to the eye. You don't have to do this step, but I really encourage it for my early finishers, just to use your time a little more wisely and create a much nicer, more complete finished product.